I often have this quiet feeling that I'm going too slow, like life is moving and I'm just slightly behind it. Sometimes I try to tell myself that I like where I am, that I enjoy the calm, the routine, the stillness, and sometimes I really do. But I don't know if that's the complete truth or if it's just something that I've learned to accept. Because if I'm honest, if I could choose, I think I'd be somewhere else, in a different city, maybe a different version of myself, doing more, being more, experiencing everything that I feel like I'm missing out on. It leads to some consequences. But I open my eyes and I'm still here. I don't know if I'm the only one who feels like time has just been flying so fast, literally so fast. And it's not just this year, but even last year. I still cannot comprehend the fact that 2025 is over. And I so often find myself writing 2025 when I'm journaling or something like that. I just find myself not being able to comprehend that fact that we are in 2026. And not just that, I feel like even the days are passing so much faster. January was a blur, February is over, and suddenly we're in March. Like, does that make any sense? It doesn't. I feel like time is just flying so fast. I usually kind of struggle with aging and getting older, despite the fact that, I'm getting into my 20s and it's like, yay, I'm in my 20s. There's also that fact that I'm just getting what weird thing is happening here. I'm just getting older and older and older, and my time is running out. I don't know why I get that kind of fear. I have finally finished knitting my sweater, and I think it's actually came out nicely. Let me just cross my fingers and hope it has come out nicely. The colors kind of match, and I was a bit iffy about that, but because it's a sweater for staying at home, I don't really mind. I've not yet woven in the ends. There's a lot of ends, but let's first try it. I made it off the shoulder, and this is how it looks. I'm surprised. I don't know about the arms though. I was thinking of making them a bit tighter, but I'm thinking no. And also the bottom doesn't have a cuff. Not a cuff, but a ribbon at the bottom. I can wear it like this, or off the shoulder on one side. Yeah, it feels nice. It feels nice. I think this is the first sweater I have knit that I actually see myself liking. A while back, actually, almost like a year ago, I was trying to knit a sweater and I never got to finishing it. And I don't think I'm going to finish it. Instead, I want to kind of convert it into something else. either a bag or a top or something. And whenever I have to decide on a crochet project, it's like the worst or the best moment ever because I have so many different ideas. I just spend a lot of time scrolling on Pinterest looking for the one that I'm sure I want to do, and that's currently the dilemma I'm in. I had saved a couple of ideas, bags, tops, and accessories, but the issue is when it comes to crocheting bags, they tend to get worn out very easily. So I don't know. The number of crochet bags I've made is a lot, and I don't even use any of them because they just get worn out so fast. So I'm kind of confused on that, because for sure I know I will not continue with this sweater. It's not the right dimensions, and don't get me wrong, I like the colors, I like the stripes, it's nice and neat, but I have no use for it as a sweater. So I'm just going to try and convert it into something. The pattern that I found for a scarf, I've always wanted to have a striped scarf, and as you can tell by now, I have a thing for scarves, but I don't have enough scarves. And I like knit scarves more than normal scarves. I'm saying the word scarves a lot. It's scarves, not scarves. Anyways, normally I like to use these big needles. They are 9mm, I think. Yeah, because they get the work done, and they get the work done fast, and they're also really smooth since they are made of wood, unlike these which are metal. And you know how when something is a bit dry, especially metal, it can get very sticky in a bad way, especially when you have now thread over it. There's that feeling, yeah. But this is the needle size that's required, and these are the only needles I have. I have a pattern that I'm trying to follow, that I want to start following, and it requires 5mm needles, which are these. So I will have to use these. And I also know that if I use smaller needles, the scarf will be more compact and it will last longer, but it'll take me longer if I use these. I know if I used these, it'll take like less than 3 days if I work on it properly, but with these, like it can be even more than a month, and I'm just here still updating you on the scarf. But since I want something good, I will just go with these ones. I also don't like how curved they are. Like this wire is just a bit disturbing to work with, but I guess we have to do what we have to do. So yeah, it's almost 12 right now. I have all my balls of yarn from the sweater that I did. I am going to be doing black and white stripes. I wanted to add cream so that it's black, white and cream, but I feel like I might regret that. So, and I don't have, oh wait, I do have enough of this, but I might regret it, so I will not use cream. I'm gonna work on this. I want to get into bed. It's cold and I'm not feeling the best right now, so I want to go into bed and work on the project from there. 2, 3, shut up, I need to count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They say that how you see the world shapes the world that you see, that your life is in some quiet way a reflection of your mind, your thoughts mirrored back to you in what you notice, what you hold on to, what you choose to believe about yourself and the life you're living. And lately I've been wondering if I actually like my life, or if I've just learned how to live it. Not in a sad way or a hopeless way, but more of in a questioning and a curious way. Like asking something that doesn't necessarily have an answer, but just asking it for the sake of going down a wormhole of enjoyment and figuring out what life means to me. Because what really is the point of living? What is life supposed to be? Is it something we feel, or something we build, or something we're simply placed into without ever being asked? Do we truly enjoy our lives, or have we just become skilled at making peace with circumstances we never chose, like who we are, where we come from, where we begin, and so many other things? Sometimes it feels like we're placed into something we can't fully leave, and so we learn to decorate our prisons, to soften the walls, to convince ourselves we love it here. Because what else are we supposed to do when the days keep coming anyway? And still, I don't think life is one grand meaning waiting to be discovered. I think it's smaller than that, maybe a bit quieter. I think life lives in small moments, not just the loud and the beautiful ones or the peaceful ones, but the ones that feel heavy or empty, almost forgettable even when you're living them. The moments that stretch on, the ones that pass too quickly, the ones you wish you could pause, like holding time gently in your hands just for a little longer before it slips away. Because no matter how we feel, life keeps moving, pulling us into the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And maybe that's why we learn to find comfort in routines, in familiarity, in the small repeated things in our everyday. Maybe it's our way of holding on to something steady while everything else continues forward. And maybe, just maybe, I'm not actually missing out on some other life somewhere else, as someone else, doing more, being more. Maybe this is it. Maybe the life I'm living now is my life. Not in a limiting way, but in a grounding one. Nothing is missing. Life isn't something happening elsewhere, but something unfolding quietly, day by day, minute by minute, right here, right where you are, in the smallest of ways, and in ways that I'm slowly learning to see. Yes, I just woke up. I just wanted to inform you that today I'm getting my hair done. It has been a while, like it's the first time I've actually stayed with mini twists for 2 months, and they're really frizzy and it's very dirty, but I'm renewing them, so I'm just redoing the same hair. My hairdresser is about to arrive. She's arriving at like 9. It's like 7:30 right now, so I want to wash my hair and finally we can get something new here, because it's so dirty, it's so itchy, it's also very frizzy, so I can't even, there's a lot going on, as you can clearly see. I just finished washing my hair, and is this TMI or not? I don't know, but of late we've not been having enough fiber in our meals because our garden was redone. Our small kitchen garden was redone, and that's why we used to have a lot of sukuma wiki and fibrous greens. They have fiber, right? I think so. And so I never had digestive issues like constipation, etc. But because we have not been having those green vegetables and nothing fibrous really, even carrots, we don't have them right now, I have been going through it. I even had to yesterday buy a sachet of instant coffee because instant coffee does something for gut movement, and I just had to buy just one for this purpose. I don't know why normal coffee, like granulated coffee, the coffee that is in grains, not powder like instant coffee, it does not work the same way, because I've been taking that coffee like every day, but I don't feel the movement. Yeah, maybe it was TMI, I don't know. But we really need to get something fibrous. I was looking for oats yesterday, but I didn't find the size of the packet that I needed. And oats, if I took this and then I made something with oats, perfect. Anyways, yesterday I had a really nice day. I went to class, and afterwards we walked around town doing side quests with my friend. And I love that so much. And I love also the fact that Nairobi is a walkable city. It's a walkable city, and I don't think I had realized that before, because there's so many places you can go to in Nairobi. The issue is there are not enough benches to sit on, so you get really tired, but it's really walkable. I went to this bookshop which has always been there, but I've never seen it or actually gone inside it, and it's so beautiful. It has so many different categories of books, and literally all the books that you'd have in mind you will find there. All the classics. We stayed at the classics section for quite a while. Like, I think the whole time we spent in that bookshop was maybe an hour. And it did not even seem like an hour, but there were so many lovely books, so many different books. Name any classic you can think of. There was this big book which was the complete works of William Shakespeare. There was also another one about Sherlock Holmes. There were just so many lovely books, and they go for surprisingly okay prices, because that one for like 1,000+ pages was maybe 3K, and I think that's worth the price because you're going to read that for a long time. So yeah, it's a really pretty bookshop. I don't even know the name of that street where it is. You see the street where Pizza Inn is, just go with it all the way to the end and you'll find it right there, tucked in between Echo Cafe and Ai Chai, I think, a Chinese tea boba shop. That was something lovely. Then we used to spend the rest of the day going around town, getting yarn. We went to this library, Macmillan Library, and just spent some time there resting our legs, but it was also a really nice experience. Anyways, I have been knitting something. Basically, I love scarves. But I don't have enough scarves, and normally I usually knit skinny scarves because they're easy to knit. Let me show you an example. Something like these two. This is crocheted, and let me tell you, I really love this scarf. I love the colorway. It's perfect for just adding some interest to any outfit. If an outfit is like really bland, I get this. And it's not for warmth purposes, because literally this, it doesn't do much for my neck. It's just a decoration and maybe slightly warm, just a little bit warm. Unless I really wrap it around, it's not much for warmth. And this is a knit one. I haven't yet worn it outside, but you see, I like to knit and crochet skinny scarves, but they don't help me much in cold times. I had been eyeing a lot of striped scarves on Pinterest and I was constantly looking at them, so I decided, why not make one? And I had some scrap black and white yarn, so that's what we're making. And I need you to congratulate me, because normally for this skinny scarves I use the 9mm needle, like a huge one. And look at the ones I'm using this time. Tiny. Okay, they're not so tiny, but tiny. 5mm. And I've already gotten this much done. It's like longer than my upper body, so that's progress. I know right now it's curling it around itself like this, but afterwards I'm supposed to block it and pin it down, and I realized I have some pins. I'm so excited to finish with this because I feel like these two colors are something you can add to any outfit. I mean, black and white they can fit with any color combo. Like if you're wearing red and blue, it works. If you're wearing green and yellow, I don't know why you would do that, but maybe it can work. It works. It works with anything, and that's what I like. I need it to be very long, so far I think I am a third of the way done. So yeah, we'll keep going. I want to get my hair done. Can't wait. I've just washed it and put it in a towel to dry, and now I'm waiting for her to arrive so that we can get it done. But let me tell you, staying with Mini Twist for more than a month, more than 5 weeks, it leads to some consequences. The reason why she's coming to renew them, like actually undo and redo, is because I tried undoing by myself and I ended up cutting a lot of hair. This is the only section I will undo, because you find that normally when she's braiding, the top part is a braid and then the rest is a twist, but because it's so tiny and it's over time shrunk real tight, it's hard to even be able to undo that braid section. So when I get to the top, I start getting the hair tangled, and when it's really tangled and I'm frustrated, I end up ripping it out. So I was just like, you know what, let me just ask her whether she does like undo and redo. So I don't want to rip out the progress, because if you have mini twists and you're not treating them right, then you're doing minus work. Like, you let the mini twist stay, it grows your hair, and then when you're taking them out, you're ripping the hair out, you're not careful. So yeah, we'll talk later. That's my little life update. Instant coffee tastes so different from actual brewed coffee. Now is when I'm realizing this. It is a bit flat, but if it helps my system, it helps. Maybe the discomfort I feel sometimes, the restlessness, the quiet urge to be somewhere else, isn't really proof that I'm in the wrong life, but just proof that I'm aware of it, aware that I'm here, that time is passing, that I'm changing in ways I can't always track or measure. My lips are so dry. Hero! Maybe that feeling isn't even something to escape, but something to listen to. Not as a demand to run away, but as a reminder to pay attention. Hi. Because it's easy to believe that life is waiting for you somewhere in the future, in a different version of yourself who probably has it all figured out, a version who is finally doing enough, being enough, having enough. But what if that version of you never actually arrives? What if life doesn't begin when everything aligns, but life has been happening in the background all along? In the quiet, in the repetition, in the in-between moments, the hard ones, the easy ones, the joyful ones, the moments that you tend to overlook. And maybe learning to live isn't even about finding the perfect place or the perfect pace, but about staying long enough to notice what is already there, to let moments be what they are without rushing to turn them into something more. To learn to live within time instead of just passing through it. Maybe you don't need to chase a different life as much as you need to arrive more fully in this one. Even if it's slower than I expected, even if it looks different than I imagined, even if I'm still figuring out how to exist inside it without always wishing I were somewhere else. I'm coming to terms with the fact that maybe life was never something I was meant to catch up to or to figure out all at once, but something I was meant to move through slowly, noticing as I go. And maybe the version of me that I've been trying to reach isn't waiting somewhere ahead, but is literally being shaped quietly in the days that I keep on wishing away, and in this very life that I am already living. There's a lot of noise, as you can clearly hear, so I'm just going to tell you that these pancakes are absolutely delicious. I think maybe it's because I haven't had pancakes in a really long time now that I think about it. Maybe that's why they taste so phenomenal. You know, I thought that because they didn't have banana, it would be a bit off. This is how it looks. Looks so nice, right? And it tastes so nice and soft and decadent. I love all things carrot. I love carrot in stews. I love carrot in pancakes. I love carrot in cake. I love carrot in bread. I love carrot things. So it tastes like carrot cake if it was a bit bready. Yeah. So cheers. It's mango, date, almond, and yogurt. And basically, I don't like dates. I've never liked dates. But in this mixture, I like them. And I've never liked almonds. But in this mixture, I like them. So the bowl itself, it works. Like, it works so nicely because there's such a variety of texture. With these dates, I think they are caramelized or something. So they have a weird texture. And the almonds are very crunchy. Then the mango. This is a lovely bowl. It works together so nicely.